Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Brad, and welcome to the Unturned 3.0 official Canada map, which has not been complete yet, but it is now released to the public on the 3.0 test branch, and we're going to go over a lot of the towns today. Now, I don't want to spoil everything, and also everything's not completely done because there's not furniture and loot everywhere, but there's a decent amount of it. It's just not completely finished yet. But we're starting here. This is actually where the loading screen is. There's a lot of new models. You can see the docks are new. I believe in total there's like 200 plus new models. And you got some beach models here, umbrella and chair. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to a lot of the major cities and show you guys one by one. Like I said, I don't want to spoil the whole thing, so I'll try to skip a few. I just want to go over some of the main ones. If we bring up the map, we are currently over here in Nova Scotia, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And what we're going to do is, I believe, we'll be checking out Quebec, Ontario, this airport over here, and that general area. Then this town, which I don't know how to pronounce. We'll head over towards Vancouver, maybe Alberta area, and then we'll head north to check out this last airfield spot. So that's really it. The rest of the spots is kind of fair game for you guys to check out because it would be no fun if you just saw the entire map, which is one reason why Nelson disabled the ability to edit it in the editor, which would allow you to fly over everything and see it. So now you can kind of figure it out for yourself. And I'll drive from town to town. I'll skip a lot of the driving in between. But this is the first town. You see a new style house here, which looks kind of like a southern home. I don't know though. You have a lot of furniture. And this place actually has some loot too. So you can find some nice stuff, new washer dryer. And yeah, pretty simple town overall. It's the town that they use on the loading screen. And we'll start our journey to the next town. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, so this is Quebec. It's a fairly small town, but it does have some cool new interesting buildings, such as the church here, which has the graveyard. I remember when Nelson was actually making these tombstones on the stream, so that's cool that they're implemented now. The church just has a few chairs in it for now. I mean, maybe one day he'll add some more stuff, but basically, looks like some last-minute prayers before the outbreak. And then a lot of residential homes as usual. I think this one over here is new because the shape is different. It looks more like a southern home, in my opinion. And then, but it's in Canada, so I guess that's not true. Southern Canada, maybe. And then this is, I would assume, like a hotel building, 3 stories, which we didn't actually have before. So it's nice to see some 3-story buildings now. No furniture in this one yet, but I assume once there is, it'd be pretty cool. And I don't know, can we go to the next floor? Is that possible? I didn't see a staircase. And yeah, there you go. So stairwell here. All right. So this is Quebec on the map. This is what the town looks like when you zoom out. It is located basically right before this whole entire snow area, which we'll try to venture into, but we'll see how that goes. So next up is going to be Ontario, and then we'll just head around here and go to a few of the other interesting towns to see how everything looks. Alright, so I'll see you guys most likely in Ontario. Alright, so currently this is actually the biggest city in the game right now. Nelson posted some screenshots of this town before the map was released, but this is Ontario. It has a giant crane in the middle and kind of a overpass road highway that goes over it over here, which we can actually drive over if we want. And I have a gun, so I might need to clear out some of these zombies as well. So let's see. Once again, we have this hotel style building. Uh-oh. Hopefully it doesn't take 2 shots every time. Come on. Okay. And an office building over there. Alright, so there's some loot that spawns on the road right now. You have like a water bottle over there, and then some stuff over here. I've noticed some of the buildings do have loot. Here's a library. We haven't seen this yet, with individual bookshelves. I don't know why you would need books, but maybe you can find some other interesting loot on these shelves. Maybe some shirts. Here's a I don't know what, another book, I guess. Alright, cool stuff. So new library building, basically a simple square shape. And then you have these office buildings over here, which I found really cool, except you can't go any higher than the first floor. But these are what the office desks look like, and then here's the elevator where it would be, and you can see it's stuck halfway through. So I don't think we're gonna be fitting through there today, but you never know. And water machine. There's a bunch of water just floating. Interesting, defying the laws of physics. And let's see. There's a construction area over here, and you can climb the crane and all this stuff here. So if you had a sniper, I assume you could have a nice sniping position if we can find a way in. So you can climb this gray building here, which is like a work in progress building, it looks like. And you can even find some loot. And it looks like all the loot, for the most part, that's in the game so far is according to the building that it's in. So in the construction area, obviously you're more likely to find wood. And even the zombies follow the theme. You have construction worker zombies. So that's definitely a cool addition. I probably shouldn't have shot that one. That was a terrible idea. I'm not going to try too hard to kill all these guys. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I just called every zombie. They're dropping stuff too, and even the construction worker zombies drop wood and stuff like that. So, here's another thing you can climb here. You have the red bins, and then we're gonna climb the crane. If I can kill these two zombies. Sup, zombies? Wow, I don't know why it's taking so many shots. Okay. So, oh wait, I went the wrong way. Alright, so the crane, you can't go all the way to the top, but you can pretty much go all the way to the top. There's a room up here, I believe, which we'll be hitting momentarily. Sorry for the bird in the back. Just pretend it's the game. And yeah, a nice little sniping area. It even spawns scopes up here. So Nelson definitely is working hard to make sure everything kind of follows the theme of loot. And there's a helipad over there, so maybe that is a clue that one day helicopters will be in the game. And here's just a view of the entire town. Fire station over there with 2 fire trucks. The good old police station, pharmacy. You've seen all those. There's a mall over here which we'll be checking out next. And then I believe we can also see the train station down there under that overpass. So we'll check out the train station and the mall, and that's pretty much it for the main features of this town. I'm gonna see if I can not get killed on the way down. Alright, so here's the mall over here. This is the first time I've seen a big building like this. That's not a commercial building anyway. And basically it has a center area that doesn't have any roof up top, so you can see out. It's like an outdoor mall. You have escalators here, which aren't actually escalators, but you can pretend they're escalators, and then individual stores. So I assume once he puts all the furniture in, you'd have like a clothing store, and then you'd have I don't know, a shoe store, same thing, right? Maybe a food store, food market, and yeah, just a very simple with a white building with a black accent, and it looks nice overall. And then there's a train station somewhere over here, so we're gonna see if we can find the train station. I believe it was over this way. Alright, so once again you have Nelson just kind of displaying that zombie-like theme with broken models. So here's a bridge where a bunch of cars fell down and crashed, and yeah, looks cool. And the train station is, I feel like I'm missing, it's over here. And right now the trains are just static, I heard, and also there's a hardware store in the way. So a lot of new stores, basically simple modeled stores with new names, and then some interesting buildings like the church. I don't see a church in here, but it's just an example. And here is the little, I wouldn't say a train station, more like a train yard. Let's get rid of the zombies first while we're at it. A few construction bins, storage bins, and here's a piece of a train. It doesn't move, but you know, cool stuff. It kind of looks like the train that's in Shinaris and DayZ. And the railway, it's just the texture, but I assume that would just be done just to kind of save the load in the game. There's really no purpose to make this like a 3D model. But yeah, so you got some loot here. A sledgehammer, those are always useful. And here's another train that would just, for example, carry cargo boxes. So if you look on the map, you'll see we are in Ontario. And the train goes all the way down, splits here, which goes like its little own town over there. And it will bring us to this town. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. But yeah, we'll probably be heading that direction next. So that is the plan. Actually, we're going to head a little bit west and go to this airfield over here. So we'll head to the airfield next. Alright, so if you drive through the mountains a little bit from Ontario, you will eventually reach this nice little airfield here. So, there's a few modeled airplanes which can't be used, but it kind of gives you a glimpse into the future. I think Nelson did say that there weren't going to be any airplanes, but there was a possibility for helicopters. But, you know, you never know. I mean, it's already modeled, may as well finish it off, right? But that is a very cool modeled airplane, and this one's not broken. The other one is broken down at the other end of the runway. But these are the air towers, a lot better than the old ones in 2.0, which were basically just half a circle, which with some stuff in it. These have a lot of realistic supports, and then airplanes all squared up, square engine, cool stuff. I like this. So imagine if you could take this out. That'd be absolutely crazy. And some construction workers, kind of a smaller area for this little plane here. And you could easily make this into your own base if you wanted to. You could probably barrier off this entire thing. And the second one over here too is another small one. So the main one is for the big plane, and then these two would be for smaller planes. And then yeah, you can find some loot in there. And down over here we have the usual watchtower with a satellite dish on top of it. And we'll check out this crash plane up ahead. Alright, so here is a model of a crash plane, which I believe is the same plane that we just saw over there, but now it has a little orange accent to it. You can find some loot. Yeah, there's a fence here that was crashed down. It looks like it landed just a little bit too early, so poor guys there. And the watchtower, which you saw this in Unturned 2.0 as well, looks fairly similar. I know Nelson modeled this one on the stream too. I think he did this whole airport on the stream actually. Or maybe just, I don't know, I don't remember. A long time ago, but maybe we'll see some stuff from the top of this. So you got some loot up here, some TVs, security cameras to see what's going down. You can see the mountains in the background, and then you have a nice look over the airfield. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone started to use this as their base. And we'll look at the map, and here's the airport. And I guess next, I don't know where we'll be heading. It might be a surprise. Maybe it will be up north, maybe it will be down south. Alright, so we'll move on to the next location. Alright, so it turns out if you just walk like a few hundred feet south of the airfield, there's the tower over there, there's actually a prison, which we have not seen yet in the game. And this is going to be a really cool way of setting up bases. I think you could kind of live like the, you know, the Walking Dead style, if any of you guys watch that show. And you have the military towers up here, which you can probably find some really good loot in. I'm not sure if this is looted, if this has loot added to it yet, but we'll find out. So here's the entrance. You got some of those. Oh, whoops! I have my safety on. You have some parking spots here, and then, of course, it's blocked off. So you could probably block it off even more with some base setups. And this gun is so much better. I'm glad I switched. Get that one. And yeah, you can climb up in these towers here. We'll go up in one of them. Very similar to those old towers. Oh, I can't even talk. Old towers in PEI 2.0. And yeah, cool stuff. You could easily get like 6 people to take over this entire thing. Have 2 of them watch out in the towers, and then the rest of the survivors can stay inside, which we'll check out next. Alright, so it looks like it's basically just a bunch of cells here with beds, and it looks like you're, for the most part, just going to find some orange jumpsuit loot in each of them. And this one is a broken cell model. And I think that is it. Is there more than... I think there's just 2 floors, right? If I'm not mistaken, there was 2 floors. And not much to it. It is in the middle of like a valley, so it maybe would not be the best spot to set up, but it would make for some interesting combat, I think. And yeah, so we'll head on to the next spot. I'll show you the map. Here is the airport that we were just at, and we headed a little bit south to hit this prison. So we may as well just keep going south and check out this town that I'm not going to pronounce, but it looks like a lot of farmland, so it should be cool, and we'll head there next. Alright, so welcome to the farm country. You can see all those hills that we were in before have now become flat, and it's just miles or feet and hundreds of feet of basically farmland. So we'll stop here, and I love how Nelson is... I didn't think he was going to do this. Every single zombie fits the theme of where they're at, whether they're in a farm or at a prison or in a hospital or something like that. But very cool stuff. I mean, look at this. We have just barns. Ooh, almost. It's not Daisy. I wouldn't have died from that. But barns, as far as the eye can see, you could probably find a lot of good loot here, and it wouldn't be that bad of a place to, you know, settle in. I think. I mean, no one can snipe you because there's no hills. I guess there is over there, but if you go in far enough, you won't have to worry about all that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't really call this a town. It's more of just a basic area of farmland, and I like that. I haven't seen too many survival games that do this. I know 7 Days to Die had like a farm, but this is literally just like a farm town, so it's cool stuff. I think I see a new farm model over there, so we'll walk over there. I could be lazy and just get a car, but it's like literally 50 feet, so I think I'll just walk. And the hay is not too thick. I know you can set it like really thick in the map editor, and you literally cannot see where you're going at all. It's crazy. So I can imagine trying to have a gunfight in here, trying to find someone. Yeah, so there might be a small town actually. All right. So it looks like this is kind of just like a small farm town. You have the barns, and then here's like the center of the town over here, I think, for the most part. But I like these new models. I ran out of sprinting too, so now we really have to walk. Who's following me? Little farmer. I like this eagle fire though. It's one shot to the head, which is nice. Alright, so these are different barns. Looks like just one story for the most part, I think. I don't know. Okay, this is like a chute to send stuff down. And yeah, I guess that's really it. This is a nice, cool model. Oh, even the train runs through here, which we saw on the map earlier. I don't know what those do, but we're gonna be attacked by a bunch of zombies in a second. Boom, boom. Just clear the air. Wow, I'm surprised I can shoot that far. Alright, so another gas station here. It looks like there's not a gas station in every town, so you're gonna have to go to certain towns to find a gas station. And yeah, there's a tunnel over there, which I'm not gonna really go over to, but basically the train runs through a few different tunnels, and then it looks like the town kind of continues over there with more barns. So you could definitely do a lot of looting here for food, maybe some old style guns that farmers would use, and there's a gas can, so there's already some loot on the ground. I don't know what these are. These are a flashlight, okay. Alright, not bad. So some utilities at the gas station. And then, of course, you have that water tower over there, which, yeah, that's about it. I see a house in the distance and some more residential homes. It looks like each barn has a residential house to it. And that is all. Let's check out the map. So we went all the way south. To the right is basically like 3 towns. I'm not going to do these. I just feel like Nelson did turn off like looking at this map in the map editor because he didn't want to be spoiled. So I really don't want to spoil all that much. I figured I would just go over some of the major towns so you guys can kind of see the style of the game. So we're going to skip this area. I want you to look over that for yourself. I sound like a school teacher, but I do want to check out Vancouver. So we'll head over there and maybe we'll see some other interesting areas along the way. So I will see you guys most likely in Vancouver or Alberta. Alright, so basically this is Vancouver. I need to kill some zombies first just to be safe. But this is a really cool town actually. It looks very realistic, like a ship town, like that's what it's meant to be. There's not a lot of trees, not much around it. It's just kind of a big dock by itself. Pizza, police, library, we've seen all those, and then here's some tents. I know a lot of people were asking for tents because a lot of people made third-party models. I think my gun's out of ammo. That's not good. Oh, we can reload. So we have a medical tent here. It looks like they're a lot more detailed. Yeah, you actually have the bed now. And, oop. Oh, come on. Where's that one-shot kill? So, yeah, new medical tents. They used to be red in 2.0, but now they have that cool white look with the red logo. A few regular tents. Looks like that's a military tent. And some residential homes along with the commercial businesses. And yeah, this is like a army / medical tent, I would assume. And then it looks like there's a new boat. I don't think this is the same boat as... No, it's not. This is remodeled. Okay. So you got some cargo boxes on the boat. I don't know how you get into it. Maybe you could jump. Maybe on the other side there's like a walkway. But we're just gonna jump onto it. Yeah, kind of similar to the last boat. Maybe it is the same. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But I don't believe so. You have a chest set over here, which it looks like it was individually modeled, so all those pieces are probably just all one model, I would think. And then you have this little cool contraption which takes off the cargo boxes, and then once again there's the train. So basically this contraption could lift up the cargo boxes, move them over, and put them onto the train over there. And then that zombie construction worker would help out, but not today, because he can't. And it looks like you can't get on this boat unless you jump where I just did before. Ah, come on, buddy. Unless, yeah, we gotta go all the way around. Alright, so the sun is going down. Let's look at the map. So we're in Vancouver, and we'll see if any of these towns are interesting, but for the most part, we're just going to be heading up north to our final destination and see what the airfield looks like up there. Alright, so that's where we will be heading next. Alright, so right now we're just going to drive right through Alberta since I'm heading north, and there's not too much different here. It does have a gas station though, so you have to remember that. A gun store, which we did see in 2.0, and yeah, just a few two-story buildings, a church, and I'm going to lose my sense of direction. And yeah, we're just going to keep heading north until looks like we're going to go into the mountains next, so that will be our next destination. Alright, so we've reached the point where it goes into winter. Once you go in there, it does get really cold and start snowing, so make sure you have the proper gear. If you're in a multiplayer server, you're going to have to go looting. But there's some commands right now we can use in single player to make this a little bit faster. So I'm gonna get those, and then I'll get myself nice and warmed up before we head into the cold snow. Alright, so how are we looking right now? I got a Santa hat, I got a red sweatshirt, some jeans. I think this should be good enough. I have no idea actually, but I'm pretty sure we have all the clothes we need to head into the snow. And once you get into the snow, it will start snowing. Like now. Or now. Or now. There we go. And it does start to get really foggy too, so we'll slowly lose sight of the once clear land that we had. Alright, so if we head north, we should hit a few towns. I'm gonna run out of gas soon, so I'll show you them when we get there. Alright, so we hit a cool town called, maybe it's called Yukon, I can't pronounce it really correctly. But we're heading north to the airfield, and over here there's a ski lift. I'm gonna leave that for you guys to look at, but a very nice ski lift over there, and then another simple town. But basically, there's zombies up here. You really can't see anything. You're in the middle of nowhere, so you don't want to get lost up here. And all the zombies are even wearing warm stuff. So maybe if you kill enough, you can loot their bodies. Or they're not really dropping anything, but sometimes they drop stuff. There's a park over there, another gas station, so if you're trying to figure out where to go and you're heading north, well, you might find a gas station along the way. And you have kind of these cool, these look like both winter houses and summer houses, but I don't know. Here's a little icicle model that looks like he adds on to stuff sometimes up north to get that realistic feel. And we'll keep heading north to go to the airfield and see what's up there. I heard there's some mystery up there, but I don't know. We gotta figure it out for ourselves. And here we are entering the final district on the most northern part of the map, I believe. So if we zoom out, yeah, we're pretty much at the most northern part. There's a road that goes to some house over there, but I don't know. We'll see how things go. So, this is called Scorpion 7, right? Institute of Tomorrow. So, I think, if I'm right, this would be the area where they tried to find, some medicine to fix the zombie outbreak. Or usually in most zombie movies, that's how it works. But, I don't know. You got some satellites over here, and it looks like it has been overtaken by zombies. There's a runway, so you could probably save yourself. Lights, I don't think the lights work, but I don't know. Yeah, I doubt they work. Some office tables, we saw this before. So it looks like it's basically like a research lab. You have the microscopes here and test tubes. Very cool. And yeah, let's see. That's just looks like a graph or a painting of some sort. And this is a 2 stories. Oh, is there a basement? That's pretty cool. I like that. Oh, this is awesome. So this is where it all happened, folks. They tried to stop the zombies or treat them or figure out what was wrong with them. I guess those are people. No, yeah, those are zombies. And this is where they tested everything. There's a 2nd floor too. And this is just a rooftop. So I guess if you wanted to be really safe, you could make a base here, and then it'd be kind of annoying with all the snow and you can't see anything, but I guess at the same time no one can see you either from out there. And that is it, just a small little runway in case you need to leave town. I don't know who could possibly take off on this short runway, but You never know, maybe helicopters can do that. So that is really it, guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. Really appreciate it if you're stopping by. Hopefully I didn't spoil too much for you. I want you guys to check this out for yourself. And it looks like, once again, we can start playing Unturned 3.0 multiplayer for real, because it's not on dev test anymore. Most of the servers are on Canada. So, you will really get to see that true Unturned feeling once again. And, I will see you guys in the next video, and have a great day.